I have a very supportive family. Another thing that I love about them is they do not care at all what I do. You know, I could come home from working with cool people or prominent people or people that I respected and they had no interest. It was, hey, you missed your day to do the dishes or you didn't do the dishes before you left, so you're on dish duty for the rest of the week. It was very normal. I felt like I made it was they asked me about someone that I was working with. And I was just so blown away by the fact that they asked me a question about my job. That was really cool for me. I went to bed that night with a smile.
The pressure of her being such an iconic, beloved character, cello, fencing, archery, different languages, you know, things like that, being in practically every scene, you know, communicating with a hand that's not really there. Like there was a lot that...
I don't know, Squirtle?
You would be a Squirtle.
Keep going, you're doing great.
And I guess the noise would be, I don't want that to be on camera forever. I think we all know the sound Squirtle would make, and I'm not falling for your game.
I don't know what a Squirtle is.
Not doing it.
But it's all right.
Thank you.
Challenging about Wednesday. In the filming of Wednesday, what was your fondest memory?
Shooting with you.
Ah, yeah!
Maybe Enid. Maybe Enid is just in love with Wednesday.
I actually speak German fluently. It's my second language. And, you know, you speak a bit of German. And what you were saying, that's not even like basic German. That's like hard German. So I was like, you're amazing. I loved it.
I'm so
I think
embarrassed.
I feel like a hump is a good vessel for
You ever
popcorn.
do like jalapeno juice?
No, I just go straight for the hot
Yeah,
sauce.
try that.
Yeah, get in there.
I got that good. No, it's,
And I remember just being absolutely enamored. I always liked little weird things and I liked that they weren't the conventional family, and obviously Wednesday, I wanted to be her so badly and I think I related to them a lot.
Song that we would hear in the Ubers all the time.
oh my God.
Oh, don't say Sweet Dreams, because that's safe. That's sacred.
No,
That
it's
is on the playlist.
it's the pink song.
I think the first time I was recognized in public, I was at the Grove and someone called my name. They said, hey, Jenna. So I turned around because it sounded like they knew me and I was looking for my friend. I was like, hello? And then some random woman came up to me with glasses. I believe her name was Hannah. She asked for a photo and she said that, oh, I love you on Jane the Virgin and it's such a great show and da-da-da, whatever. And I remember just for the rest of the day thinking, oh, it was so weird. I swore I knew the woman.
Wednesday Addams is a legend. I think she's one of the coolest people on the planet, or whatever universe she's from. And something else I want to stress about the show too, because I never wanted it to seem like she was doing something out of the goodness of her heart, because that was.
I know that I want to stick my hand in here. Jenna, you have 69 posts on Instagram. Your first post was posted.
My first heartbreak when I was 11 and I had gotten this betta fish and I had had this betta fish for maybe 2 years and it committed suicide. I had this tank and the littlest, tiniest baby hole at the top. I don't know how he did it. And he jumped through that hole one morning and I was going to LA that day to go to work and my sister had known because she had gotten up for school and I came around the corner.
So Jenna, you're half Puerto Rican and half Mexican, and I hear you bought some of your favorite tacos.
I think I make the best guac in my family. I love avocados. I'm very passionate about it. I think the secret is a lot of lime.
Now tell me about this guy.
The simple term for him, I think, is germ. And he's Puerto Rican as well.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, and he just wanted to come and watch. You do what the man says. See where the best part is?
What's the best entry point here?
I'm very, very happy.
Because we don't only watch novelas, people.
That part.
Right?
But we do that too.
Thanks for being my taste bud buddy today.
Anytime.
That was great.
Literally call me whenever.
And if you want, please, send us your recipes.
That part. It's pretty cool, huh? I like the trees.
I really like the trees. I like the lighting.
They want to take photos, if you're comfortable with that.
I would love that.
Okay, sweet. She's a bit more Wednesday than I am.
No, you were great.
Thank you. But no, I couldn't even say the number. I said like 258 because I had just started German lessons that week. I didn't know. I felt so foolish. Thank you.
But you know, it came naturally because Germans do, you know, sneak in English into their.
They're kind of similar in that way. But oh God, of course, their second language is German.
Hunty. You're from Fort Smith, Arkansas, the third largest city in Arkansas. Lungs are the third largest organ in the human body. How long can you hold your breath?
Do you know what the largest organ is?
Skin.
Sorry, continue.
unfortunately having to become a functioning member of society to a certain extent. Yes.
Unfortunately. And I can speak for everybody when I say we don't want to throw blood on your face.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope that doesn't
Well, I know how to wash it
disappoint
off,
you, but,
so don't hold back.
Something she said earlier.
My older sister was a bit reckless, and I remember my mom was having a hard time because it was her first kid and she was stressed out, and I don't know what possessed me, but I told her, "Girl, you're doing just fine." I said, "You're a wonderful mother." I said, "She's a teenager, she's gonna have her rebellious years, and don't worry, because a couple years from now, she's gonna regret it. And she's gonna come back to you, and you guys are gonna be sweet and lovey or whatever." But I said, "Cut yourself some slack." I said, "Relax, you're gonna be good." And she looked at me, and she called me a 40-year-old woman.
How did you approach all these different dynamics that Wednesday is possibly faced with?
Well, as far as the boys went, I had to accept it. Honestly, I'm gonna fight this love triangle thing so hard because it's just me being personally being protective, because I don't think Wednesday would ever be in a love triangle. And I talked to the writers about this, and I said, don't worry, it's not gonna be that, it's not gonna be that.
Jenna, you've said you wanted to become...
Sorry.
Jenna, you said you wanted to become an actress after seeing Dakota Fanning in Man on Fire. Speaking of people on fire, you almost need 2...
Also, for some reason, I don't know what it is about my face, but people just seem to really want to throw blood on it. So I think, yeah, I don't know. I think that there's maybe something to that, and it's put me in that position one too many times, and I don't hate it.
And now we know why you were cast.
I don't know, there's certain character development or aspects of her that are new to the audience, and it was nice to kind of introduce them to that just in a very subtle manner. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't speak for a second.
What are your favorite dipping sauces for chicken tendies?
Well, I'm vegetarian, so I'm so sorry. I don't know how to deal with this guy. I feel like he's asking me questions that are trying to provoke some sort of angry emotion.
That being said, are you getting the chicken, fish, or the pasta? Well, I can't eat pasta, I hate fish, so I think the obvious choice is chicken.
He knows nothing about us, but he came in acting like he was all that, like he had all the answers, and he's been nothing but wrong.
Each season, assuming that the seasons should get a little more gray, see the world in a little more gray as it goes on. Is that, you're looking at me like, I didn't know that.
I did not.
Like, they're indicating that sort of a journey should be on to start seeing gray.
Yeah, I think that's a conversation to be had.
I came around the corner to check on him and feed him. My sister said, "Oh, don't worry, I fed him already," and pushed me through the door. I went to work. I think it was on the Jane the Virgin set, and then driving back home that night, my mom said, "You're gonna go inside, and Kobe's tank is gonna be empty." And I cried like a big baby. That was one of my first real sobs.
I was like, what was the orange dragon?
Charizard.
Charizard.
I was so into Pokemon.
So I think I would fly and breathe fire, and my sound would be rah.
What is the name? Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what his power is, but he just seems like a cool guy. So whatever he does, I'll do as well. And I would probably do, it kind of sounds like wind. It kind of sounds like...
I don't know. Squirtle?
You would be a Squirtle.